The artist that I chose is Don McCollin. The photograph I chose is called Early Morning, West Hartlepool, County Durham. It was taken in 1963 as a digital image. McCollin's work has been presented in many ways. They have been in magazines, news articles, online, galleries, in museums, and some were even used in a movie. This photo shows a lone man walking in what seems to be a very rundown area in the early morning. To me, everything in the photo looks old and broken. The fence is knocked down, the sidewalk and street look uneven, the factories the man is walking towards look dingy, even all the plants to the right of the man look dead. The man in the photo is darker than everything else in the image, which draws the viewer's eyes to him first, followed by what he is walking toward. The composition of this photo also helps draw the viewer's eye to the man because of McCollin's use of the rule of thirds, placing the man in just the right spot. Also, as are most of his photos, this one is in black and white to really focus in on the subject. This work is important to the field of photography because it is more than just an image. Don McCollin is a photojournalist who focuses on photographing areas riddled with war or poverty. He traveled to many different countries such as Cambodia, Uganda, Jordan, Israel, Vietnam, and Afghanistan, to name a few. Each time he returned from a different country, he returned with extremely moving photographs as well as essays depicting the terrible struggles people in that country face. Through his photographs and essays, he brought awareness to war and poverty happening around the world. For these reasons, I feel that each of his photographs are important to the field of photography. This photo, as do all of his photos, adds stories. Some photographers just take pictures because they are pretty, but I like that his photos all have people's stories behind them. It also adds knowledge to the viewers of what life is like in other parts of the world. I found 2 quotes from McCollin that I felt really showed why he is the type of photographer he is. The first quote is, "Photography for me is not looking, it's feeling. If you can't feel what you're looking at, then you're never going to get others to feel anything when they're looking at your pictures." The second quote is, "Photography has given me a life. The very least I could do was try and articulate these stories with as much compassion and clarity as they deserve, with as loud of a voice as I could muster. Anything less would be mercenary." To me, these quotes show how truly important it is to McCollin to tell the stories of the people and places he photographs. This photo falls into the photographic category of ethically evaluative because he uses this image, along with many of his other images, to show how unfair and brutal war and poverty is around the world. Don McCollin's approach is different from many photographers because he actually goes into these impoverished and potentially dangerous areas of the world to capture images that many people would never be able to get. He has been in the middle of wars, in dangerous and unstable areas, and in the poorest places in the world to go above and beyond and capture some amazing images. His concepts are different because he wants to be right in the middle of the action to show the viewer what is going on around the world. I read the significance of the work by the way it makes me and many others feel. It opens people's eyes to life in other places, which I feel is very important in McCollin's work. Researching such a talented and passionate photographer was very eye-opening for me, and I really enjoyed looking at his work.